Kia ora, you've reached the office of Labour Party leader Jacinda Ardern. She can't come to the phone right now as she's attending to adoring crowds throughout Aotearoa, New Zealand. Why not hit her up on Snapchat, or, if you're really old, please leave a message.
Jacinda, Cindy, Jesus, do you millenniums ever answer your bloody phones? Helen here. Look, girl, the debates are going well. I told you that secret earpiece was the way to go. I don't think anyone heard me. Hey, you had some pretty good lines too, especially that gag about Paddy Gower and his edible marijuana. Peter reckons he looks like one of the Addams family. I said, is that right, Ned Flanders? Didn't I, Peter? Peter, I called you Ned Flanders, didn't I? Do you really need to keep the light on the hallway? Anyway, Bubs, remember, use the finger, stay relentlessly positive, and when Bill slips, get in there and cut his balls off. You can keep banging on about the starving kiddies, the shitty rivers, all that crap, but try not to say tax so much. Or if you have to say tax, try to cough at the same time, like, tax. Oh, yeah, I think you'd better get that earpiece checked. Seemed to go dead when that meddling Annabelle Lee asked about the seabed and foreshore. Thought you'd had a stroke for a second. Oh, which reminds me, did I tell you about the time I met Shrek the sheep? What a gorgeous merino. But that's probably best a story for another time, eh? Okay, babes, got to get back to my Twitter. Cheerio.
You're back with Ken Oath, the voice of reason.
And just another thought on this $11.7 billion hole in Labour's figures. OK, Mr Joyce may have forgot to carry the one. He may have clicked on the wrong Excel spreadsheet column. And who hasn't done that? Those things are diabolical. But ask yourself, would you rather have Winston, who can't even fill out a simple pension form correctly? Would you rather have him working the country's till? Or Jacinta, womaning the same till, so relentlessly positive that you'd hand her a 50 and she'd be positive it was only a 20? Mr Shaw probably doesn't even believe in tills. Probably have the country's finances in a jute bag. One little hole and there goes the surplus. This is the reality, people. And I don't think you realise how important your vote is going to be this election. I, of course, as always, remain completely neutral, like Switzerland. Not the Nazi gold stuff, obviously, but the more the general vibe of Switzerland. Very efficient transport there. The trains run on time and so forth. Mind you, in their defence, the Nazis...
Ken, you're doing the Nazi thing again.
Actually, hold that thought. I think we better take a break. The following is a party political broadcast on behalf of United Future.
I know it's sad to say that I'm not running this time, but I'd already bought the ad space, and they wouldn't give me a refund. I'd actually tried to sell some of the spots on Trade Me. In fact, Gareth Morgan said he was interested and made me an offer, but I told him I'd prefer to let the auction run. Needless to say, the reserve was not met. Now, I have to tell you that this country faces a grim future. We have a parliament full of clowns and self-obsessed narcissists. Honestly, it wasn't until Bill told me to leave that I realised how pathetic it all is, and how silly they all look in that silly sideshow circus. Paula in her multicoloured moo-moos, Winston in his pinstripe Jim Jams, Joyce with the G-string which he wears under his suit pants. Now, you might think that the high-flying Minister Peter Dunne will miss all his old mates, but to be honest, I was never in with the cool kids or even the complete dicks like Simon Bridges. Anyway, you should know that the future is not united. It's actually bleak, and I'm glad it's no longer my problem. And now that it's all over, I may as well spill the beans regarding the bow tie. It was elastic all along.
Go ahead.